Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Oh, that was so wobbly. Okay, so ignore my singing. Scorpio, welcome. This is Darkest Dawn Tarot. My name is Chelsea, and this will be a general energy check-in for whenever you find it. My readings are timeless, and you can apply them to whatever placement Scorpio fits within your chart. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. You guys know the drill by now. And also, did I say this is timeless? I believe I said they were timeless because they are timeless. That said, let's find out the highest and greatest messages for Scorpio. I'm going to do a past, present, and energy check-in, but first I'm going to start with something I did for Libra just recently. I pulled an oracle card. This is the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck. It's one of my only oracle decks, and I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful deck, and I figured it's just a nice little added thing to contribute to the reading. Also, if you enjoy this content, please do all the good, like, shares, subscribes, all the comments, do all the things. Only positive comments, please. I have no time for negativity. And yeah, just do that stuff to help me grow this channel so I can keep doing this content for you. That would be wonderful. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to pull one oracle card and we'll set a tone for the reading with that. We'll see what's going on. Highest and greatest messages for Scorpio. Thank you. Okay. This is literally the card that's on the case of the deck. It's called Weaving Flowers. I feel like I've gotten this one for you before too, because I was pulling oracle cards for a while back. It was you or it was another sign back when I was pulling oracle cards. This one came out. So anyways, 33, Weaving Flowers. And at the bottom of the deck, we have A Long Way Home. Okay, so I'm probably not going to read that one. I'll read this one for sure. And just keep that other one in mind. Okay, Weaving Flowers, Creator, Art of the Universe, Integration. I should hold it. I do this every time. Here we see a woman gathering delicate petals of blossoms and making them into flowers. The delicate petals of blossoms and making them into flowers. It seems like she is weaving them together, bringing a greater whole into being. She is calm, concentrated on her work. This woman is a creator. She draws from the petals falling from the sky and growing from the earth. Inspiration is all around. Gather it up to create a new whole. Interesting. Gather it up to create a new whole. I like that last line. Gather it up to create a new whole. Okay, now I really want to read the A Long Way from Home. It's literally 35. It's on the next page. So let's look at this one. Looking at this little elephant on his journey through the skies. He lives in a huge balloon. Oh yeah, it is a little elephant. Oh, it kind of looks like a castle there. Oh, he lives in a balloon and has his castle with him. I guess I should have read ahead. Lights guide the way while he slowly passes over the horizon. How long is his journey and when will it end? Will he drop anchor again or continue his travels? This card reflects how we pass through our lives. During our pilgrimage, we collect memories strong enough to fill a castle and light enough to buoy our voyage. I like that. Okay, so gather it up to create a new whole and strong enough to fill our voyage. Or light enough to buoy our voyage and strong enough to fill a castle. Okay, you get the point. I'm going to keep these two out. I don't know why I'm mincing my words. I guess I have a lot to say to you, Scorpio. Let's do it. Alrighty, mincing my words here. Okay, let's get a baseline out for Scorpio. What deck do I want to use? I'm going to use the same one I always do because it's my favorite baseline deck. Just your classic Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay. I've already pre-shuffled all these. I'm just doing it again because I just like to do it on camera. It's just more fun that way. Okay. Past energies for Scorpio, please. Highest and greatest good. Highest and greatest messages. Just a few, please, for Scorpio. Just a few. Oh, just a few. Thank you. Thank you. That's perfect. Okay, what the Hermit wanted to flip, and the Two of Wands. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Lovely dreams, lovely dreams. Okay, so I've got the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. Can already see these dreams weaving together. I can. And the stubbornness that is classic Scorpio. Yeah. Sorry, I will pull clarifiers, and I know I'm being a little bit ridiculous right now, but this reading has put me in a mood. The Libra reading that I just did was, whew, she was deep. So, so this is, I can already feel this is going to be a lot more lighthearted, and I'm excited about that. Okay, current energies for Scorpio, please. Just a few. Highest and greatest messages. Just a few. Thank you. The Chariot. Anything else? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Nice. Anything else? Thank you. Anything else? Excellent. Okay. Oh, and that is the Hermit again at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I've got what flew out? The Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Wands. That is some intense energy, Scorpio. Ain't no stopping Scorpio right now. This looks like a Scorpio on a frickin' mission. Yeah. We already have a ton of fire in your reading. And that Hermit, I'm gonna have to be very mindful of that Hermit because it's wanted to show itself twice, but it's not quite there yet. So there's some, I do feel like this is moving forward with some wisdom, some inner knowledge, some inner guidance, some divine guidance, especially with that Chariot there. The two together are just, you know, like the hand of the divine on you. Okay, move that out of the way. All right, future energies for Scorpio, please. All right, not all at once. Highest and greatest messages, future energies for Scorpio, please. Anything else? Thank you. Anything else? There's the Hermit. Okay, so I got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Hermit was the last one out. This flew out immediately with the, this is the Queen of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. Those two came out before I even really started. And Temperance. Whew. Look at you, Scorpio. Wow, I haven't seen a spread like this in a while. This is dynamic. And then we got the Strength under the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups again. Wow. Okay, so very simply put, your past energies are you're holding fast on accomplishing your happiness. And I know you were confused. Excuse me. You were confused as to how to accomplish that. There was some confusion, some cloudiness, some, you know, like, is it a dream? Is it reality? Kind of thing. But then moving forward, it looks like you don't care if it was a dream. You're going to make it reality. That's what this feels like to me. This is actually a very simple reading thus far, and I will still pull clarifiers because I want to go deeper into this. And then your future energies, that Hermit, that nagging little Hermit. Again, what was it? The weaving flowers. That's what this is. You know, it's obviously no accident. The weaving flowers. It doesn't matter whether it's a dream or whether it could be reality. You're going to make it one. And then the Hermit is telling you to apply your wisdom, and the Temperance is telling you to apply your patience, and the Queen of Pentacles, nurture the shit out of it. I know I said I wasn't going to swear in any of my readings, but fuck it. Here we go. I'm going to speak how I normally speak. I'm talking to Scorpios right now. You guys get it. And the Knight of Swords, there is nothing stopping you. You are going to speak this thing into existence. Once you can gather some clarity, once you get out of this little fog, like the how is it, what is it, yeah, which I think you're already in, because you've got the Knight, you've got so much action here. You've got the Knight of Wands, which is your drive and your passion. And I think that that's the direction, with the Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor. Once you realize that the universe is on your side because you went, no, screw it, I am going to make this my reality. The universe went, done. And the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune moving in that direction. It's happening. It's happening because you decided, and so the universe went, cool, Scorpio's on board, we're on board. And this is it. You're speaking it into existence. One thing before I forget that I have to say, I know it's in your future energies and I want to go through this and clarify appropriately, but because, and this came to me with the Temperance here, talk to Archangel Michael. He could be hugely helpful through this journey for you. Yeah. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers out. I mean, this could be one of my shortest readings yet. I think it's really straightforward. Whatever it is that you've decided and been headstrong on right now, whatever it's been, I don't know. I'm a Scorpio myself. I'm a Scorpio sun, and my cards are not cooperating. I'm a Scorpio sun, and I can definitely relate to this already, in that, you know, sometimes you don't know how you're going to get somewhere. You've no freaking clue. You've no clue how you're going to get somewhere in life, but you know that you want to get there. And so you just start one step at a time. Like it's like making the plan backwards, you know. And I've always been that's always kind of been my approach to things, is making the plan backwards, and then sitting in that hermit at the end going, okay, what did I learn from that? You know? So, and when I say making the plan backwards, it's going, okay, so say I want to have a house in, you know, here, like this is a hypothetical. Say I want to have a house in this city, on this street, that looks like this, like you've driven past it a million times or something, or you found it on Google or whatever. You found your dream home. You want that. And you see how much it's worth, right? So you're sitting there going, okay, that's my home. That's where I want to live. And it costs $1.5 million. And you're looking at your bank account and you're like, okay, I've got $2,000. Now I have a dilemma, right? My Two of Swords. Now I have a dilemma. But the Seven of Wands is that whole, I don't care what it takes for me to make that 1.5 million to buy that home. I don't even care if that home's for sale. I want that home, and I'm going to figure out a way to it. So, because you think, okay, well, maybe I could make that money, or find that money, or acquire that money with smart investments, or so on and so forth. However, I don't know. This is a hypothetical, right? Maybe realistically, I could apply for a loan. I have enough to have a down payment in 5 years for that home. And maybe by then they're ready to sell. That's where your mind's at. It's the working backwards from the plan. That's where I want to go. How can I get there? And so you plan every step along the way, every possible one that could get you there. This is just a hypothetical. It might not have anything to do with the home. It could. I mean, it very easily could. But that's what I feel within this is the energy of this read right now, is that you're going, I know where I want to get to, and now I just have to work backwards and figure out how I can get there. Okay, so these cards decide to make up their mind. All right, let's clarify this past energies, please, for Scorpio, even though I don't really think we need to. Anything? Thank you. That was 3. Strength again, and the Hermit again underneath that. All right, we've got the Queen of Swords, the Moon, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Beautiful energy. Yeah, you're cutting through the bullshit. And you're finding a different path. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And you're not letting anything get in your way. Very simply. Like I said, this is a very clear reading. And with the strength and the Hermit and the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, and the, oh my gosh, and the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Holy fuck. You are actually, you're using your wisdom and your strength and you're using your wisdom to find a new perspective. This is the thing. I feel like Scorpios are going through a huge moment of clarity right now. Even though, like, I did say that there was some confusion. It's like one of those things that you're not letting confusion get in your way. You're finding the clarity through the fog. You're putting that work in on your own. With this Knight of Wands in reverse, you're just like, no. Like, yeah, I'm burnt out. Yeah, I'm wounded. But guess what? That's experience. That Hermit, that's experience. I have the experience to do this. I know I do. Whether I've done something similar before or I've done something similar before and it worked out in my favor. The Moon and this Queen of Wands. Yeah. Or Queen of Wands. What am I saying? See, I don't even have clarity while I'm fucking saying this. With it's almost like you're open to any path that could come your way. But the fact that and that's what I was going to say before, this Queen of Wands, or why do I keep calling her the Queen of Wands? Jeepers. Okay, let's try this again. A little breather. This Queen of Swords showed up and went, nope, I can see it. I can see where I need to go, or at least what I need to do in order to get further ahead. I'm not going to sit in stagnation. I'm going to find my happiness. Yeah. This last new moon, and I think there's an upcoming full moon. I believe there's an upcoming full moon. But the last new moon and this upcoming full moon could be very prevalent for you as far as setting intentions are concerned, because it feels like that's what's going on here for you. Or the previous moon cycle. You might have done some moon work, some spell work around the moon in order to release some blockages and some burdens and learn how to stay steadfast in what you firmly believe. And get yourself out of, like, it's not like you were unhappy. You were fine where you were, but fine wasn't good enough. And that's a wonderful place to be in. And that's why I like this 9 of Cups here and the Strength card. Because it's like, okay, yeah, like I could carry on the way that I am, the way that I've been living for, what was it? A long way from home? A long way home? Weaving flowers? Yeah, I could carry on the way that I'm going and that'd be fine. Or, I keep saying a long way from home, but a long way home. Or I could carry on and push myself a little farther. And that's what this feels like. This feels like you pushed yourself. You did some work. You did some inner work, Scorpio, and I'm proud of you for that. That's not easy to do. That Hermit. That is, that's Virgo energy. Some of you could have some strong Virgo placements, or Virgo season could be when all this comes to fruition for you. Like when you could start seeing the fruits of this determination. Okay. Current energies, please. Clarify current energies, please, for Scorpio. Just a few. Thank you. Ace of Cups. This is great. This is flipping great. The Emperor. Anything else? All right. Well, classic. We got a Scorpio card at the bottom of the deck. We got the Five of Cups, but I don't need to explain that to you. You're a Scorpio. You fucking understand. You get the fact that, in order to move forward with something, you have to let go of other things. So it's and the world underneath that. Yeah, no shit. So, okay, so we got the Ace of Cups, we got the Emperor, we got the Three of Pentacles, we've got now the Queen of Wands shows up after I called the Queen of Swords the Queen of Wands like 15 times, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, again, you got to let go of some stuff, you got to move away from some things, and you have to work with people. That might be your biggest challenge right now, is learning that you have to work with people, but you've got this charisma and this opportunity to find, I mean, I just have to say it because, you know, we're a water sign and this is a sidebar. If you are looking for a relationship, it could be coming in hot and fast, and you could be opening up to the idea of that. That could be part of this journey that you're on. I don't see this as a relationship reading. I do my own little love readings, and I don't like to focus on just one aspect of a person's life. If you can apply this, if this resonates with a relationship for you, then by all means take it there. But I see this more as like a goal oriented Scorpio that's driven towards their living their life path, which does obviously encompass all those things: work, love, family, you know, friends, all that stuff. So, but I do see here a lot of energy towards like just boss energy, just owning this, taking that clarity and applying it to daily life. Honestly, Scorpio, I feel like you're a force to be reckoned with right now, or not to be reckoned with. Like you are, whatever that saying is. I always mix up my sayings. You get what I'm saying. You're not to be messed with at this point in time, because you're on point. You've got a path ahead of you that you have opened up and worked towards. You sat there, you hermited, you did your thing, you accepted the losses you would have to take, you weighed the pros and cons, you emotionally worked through everything that needed to be worked through in advance. So you emotionally prepared yourself for what was to come, because you knew what you wanted, and you knew what you had to do, and you knew there's a big change. And for a fixed sign to make a big change like this, obviously it takes that preparation. You don't just, like, I mean, depending on the placements in your chart, I have yet to meet a Scorpio that is incredibly spontaneous. I have spontaneous tendencies, but again, that's with heavily weighing the pros and cons of everything. Okay, what else is in that? The World, yeah, the Page of Wands. Yeah, you've worked towards this, and the Knight of Wands again. You've worked towards this. This is not a out of the blue. It might seem like that to the people around you. So when you share this information with people, when you're like, oh yeah, so remember how I said I was going to start taking pottery lessons? Yeah, turns out I'm actually moving to Venice, and I'm going to become a candle maker. And everyone's going, what? Like, I mean, that seems random, and totally not just a pottery class. Or it'll be like an extreme version of that. Like, you remember when I said I wanted to learn how to blow glass? Yeah, now I'm moving to Venice and I'm learning how to blow glass. And it's like, how did you manage that? Well, I removed my blockages. I put my mind towards what I wanted to do. I saw the clarity because I meditated on it. I sat on it. I recognized what I needed in order to be truly happy in this life. And it's an adventure. And it looks like an adventure that you're on. And this confidence is just there. It's just so present. And you have no problem being like, okay, you know, see you later, Todd. We had fun for the last 3 months, but unless you want to come to Venice with me, peace out. I was, again, hypothetical. Like, I mean, I'm sure Todd's lovely, or maybe he's not. I don't know. I don't know Todd. And I'm sorry if you are Todd. That was just an example. I don't think I've ever met a Todd. Anyway, future energies, please, for Scorpio. I really don't think. No, I don't think I've ever met a Todd. 10 of Pentacles. Yes, see, this is what you're heading for. 3 of Cups. And Strength again, 7 of Wands. Over here, over here. Mirroring energies have been happening. Oh, and yeah. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, clarifying there's just a huge amount of movement towards, and you're not holding back from this. This is 100% a fixed sign being like, I made my mind up. I'm letting go of what I need to let go of. I'm weaving my flowers. I'm headed home. And I don't care how long the journey is. I'm taking the wisdom I've learned. I'm taking the patience I've learned. I'm nurturing the pentacles I have. I'm nurturing the things I can put my time, energy, and resources into. I've bossed up. I am confident. I am attractive. I am letting go of all the bullshit that I don't need in my life. This is a beautiful fucking reading, Scorpio. Like, honestly, I should just title this thing, Get Out of the Way of Scorpio. Because there is literally nothing that can stop you right now. I think I'm gonna call it at this, because you've got the Strength card, you've got the Devil, and you've got the Queen of Cups though, and you've got the High Priestess. Okay, Devil again, Saturn energy. Saturn's working in your favor. Devil is just the lovers with, it's like, no, like I'm focused on my thing, and I'm not gonna let anything get in my way. I mean, that's not exactly the traditional interpretation of the Devil. So, I mean, maybe your strength and ego could be a little bit of an issue in this, but with the Queen of Cups under there, I don't see it that way. No, not at all. I see cause for celebration. I see you achieving your goals. I see you doing what you want out of life. I see you working towards your ultimate happiness, and the divine being like, oh, hey, look at that. Is that Scorpio? The universe is going, hey, wait, who's that running up the field? That's Scorpio. Oh, look, there they are. They finally showed up. They took their hermit moment. They took their time. They learned their lessons. They've harnessed all their inner wisdom. They've harnessed all their experiences. They've turned it into a passion. They had their moment. They did their thing. They learned their lessons. They sat and they stewed on it, they brewed on it, they did all the things, and now they're exploding and they're just charging past. This is Scorpio's time right now. And it makes sense, Pluto and Aquarius. So good for you. Good for fucking you, Scorpio. A Strength card twice, Page of Cups, you're following your dreams, King of Swords underneath that. Okay, I'm just going to get some advice, which I don't think you need, because honestly, you've got a beautiful opportunity ahead of you, and you're at one with your emotions. You're filling your cup, which is exactly what a Scorpio, you're headed forward with a full cup, which is exactly what a Scorpio should do. We don't have a lot of energy otherwise, If we have a depleted cup, then there's nothing we can give, and nothing really worth celebrating. But I love these queens. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, as I basically asked for, and then Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. And then Queen of Cups underneath that. You got all 4 queens. So, I mean, that's your divine feminine. That's your passion. And gender aside, doesn't matter. I assume anyone that watches tarot by now knows the fact that king, queen, emperor, empress, doesn't matter your gender. We all have divine feminine, divine masculine. So your divine feminine is speaking to you, and that is your passion. That is what you care about. That's what you can give to others. That's what you can give to yourself. It is a reciprocal thing. It is clarity of mind. It is confidence. It is nurturing and abundance. This is fucking beautiful, Scorpio. And like I said, the divine's recognizing it, or God, or the universe, or spirit, source, whatever you want to call it, is recognizing it and going, oh, look at Scorpio running up that field. I'm going to push them a little further. Let's keep going. Let's give them a hand. Let's keep it going. That's amazing. Because when you show the universe that you're ready for something and that you want it, as you sat and hibernated to prepare yourself for it, I'm not saying that hibernation was bad. That was great. It was like you were prepping yourself. And you've got so much to celebrate here. You're being recognized, not just by the universe, but by your peers possibly as well. Like I said, you're shining. You've got enough to fill that castle. You're weaving your flowers. Okay, a little bit of advice, please, for Scorpio. Not that they need it, but just a little bit of advice. 3 cards, please. Best and highest messages. A little bit of advice. Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. Anything else? There we go. What did I say? Queen of Cups was under here, but I wanted to see the Queen of Cups. Here she is. What do we got? The Knight of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, this, and then we've got Judgment at the bottom of the deck. This is a rebirth, and that's a Scorpio card. That's a complete Scorpio card. This is a revitalization of you. Some people read Queen of Cups as Scorpio. I don't. She's a Cancer card to me. King of Cups, in my opinion, is Scorpio, but I mean, some people read it as that, so it could be. But I think you're showing up in your own reading right here in Judgment, and this rebirth and this calling that you've been hearing this call. You've been hearing this because this Knight of Pentacles, you've been slowly walking to it. This was your meditation stage. This was your process. This was the like, I know I'm meant for more than what I'm doing. And then the 2 of Pentacles was sitting there going, but how do I get there? And you're still going to have to keep that You're going to have to keep that momentum going, that figuring it out and feeling it through to get to your 10 of Pentacles, because 2 of Pentacles is all about balance and juggling. So, in order to achieve your dream, you might not be able to just abruptly quit your job and start, making artisan fucking tea cozies or whatever your passion is. You might have to maybe cut back on hours or invest a little more money in wool. I don't know what you do. And then on top of it, stay up a little bit later, sacrifice a little bit of sleep, find that balance so you can get it rolling. Spend your days off at farmers markets with a little booth, starting to sell your things instead of just hanging out. So you might have to make some sacrifices and try to juggle things around a little bit. But ultimately, you're giving to yourself and it's nourishing you. And this has been a long-seated idea. So I love this. I love this. This is a phenomenal reading, Scorpio. Good for you. Absolutely good for you. And like I said, with this Temperance card here, there might be a level of patience that needs to happen. And that's kind of in this future energy. Like you might go headlong into it as far as, applying yourself. And so the advice is just be patient, just find that balance. Make sure you're not burning yourself out so that way you don't have the energy to work on your new version of you, whatever that looks like. But you're coming in hot and you're ready to just cut out what doesn't work for you anymore and lead with the rest. You're making space. You're weaving your flowers and you're on your long way home. And I am so happy for you. I'm happy for us. This is an us thing. I'm excited to see Scorpio thrive this year because this is a rebirth of you. And then the Ace of Wands underneath that. Yeah. New opportunity, ripe with passion and drive. Okay. Scorpio, good read. I said I was going to keep it short, but I lied. Sorry about that. All right. I love you. Good luck. I'm proud of you. This is so great for you. And I can't wait for your next read to see this energy in fruition. I can't say that word properly ever. Love you. Speak soon. Bye.